But catching up with what's going on in the studio, when Charlie Storwick was 12 years old, she won YTV's The Next Star singing competition. Now the Calgarian has become an accomplished actress. For her work on the YTV show Some Assembly Required, Charlie has picked up, get this, a Canadian Screen Award nomination for Best Performance in a Children's or Youth Program. It is so nice to see you again.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
I am thrilled for you. This is your first acting gig?
Yeah, time has gone by, honestly. I can't even believe. I have no sense of time or anything.
Okay, you're 18 now?
16.
16 now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 16. So it's been 4 years.
Yeah.
Okay, so take us through what happened in those, basically, since you won The Next Star.
Since I won The Next Star. So after I won The Next Star, a talent agency had, I guess, caught attention of me, or I caught their attention, words, and so they contacted us, and so I started with them, and I started auditioning. So I did like a year of auditioning, and I did a lot of training, and because I'm a strong believer in learning, and the wildest timing, this audition rolled around for this YTV show, and I was like, oh, YTV, like I just did a show on there. And so I auditioned and I fell in love with the show. But you know, with auditioning, you just never know if you're gonna get it. And so I crossed my fingers, but you know, that's all I could do. And I got a call back, and then you know, that led into this wild journey, and now I'm filming this really hilarious show, and I'm loving it.
Okay, so tell us the premise. What is the show about?
The premise. So it's about Jarvis Rains. He's a boy. He owns a toy company. He sues a toy company for distributing a toy that actually has a defect and blows up his house. So instead of getting money for it, he actually gets the company. And then he hires some of his best friends to help him run the company, because it's a big company, you can't run it on your own. And so the whole show is just us trying to get by, a bunch of crazy, completely different kids trying to make it work and run a business, and we get into some pretty hilarious scenarios.
I've always found that there's something of a natural transition that musicians who try their hand at acting tend to be quite successful, whereas the other way around, not necessarily. So what from your kind of music training were you able, or are you able to pour into your role?
Most certainly emotion, because that's the first thing in music that I'm really drawn to, is emotion. And the second thing is just getting out and not being too afraid to be in front of people. And that, I mean, I'm still learning that. It still kind of scares me every time, but I kind of have this saying, like, if it makes you nervous, it means you love it. You know, it means something to you. So it's learning every day for sure.
And I'm sure now you're also having to learn a lot of balance. Your family is as well. How are you doing that? You're being accompanied, obviously. You're still a minor.
I know, isn't that crazy? I feel like 90. Not actually. I'm accompanied by my mom. She's the coolest. I can't believe she comes with me everywhere. She's super mom. And between then, it's just, I try my absolute best, and I make family a priority, even if it's for a day. Like, even if it means just flying to Calgary for a day to see my family, because family is, you know, they raised me to be who I am, and you can't just leave that behind and continue. So I make sure to always stay connected, and it's a priority. It's important. It's hard sometimes, but it's worth it. It's family.
And you shoot in BC, so it's at least somewhat close. It's not like you have to fly across the continent or something.
That would be.
Okay, so there's that balance, but you also theoretically have to do some schoolwork in there as well.
School, 16, yeah. I know. So what I do is online schooling, which is genius. I love it because I technically get to live twice as much as, say, if I was going to school, because I get to do my job full time, and then I do school online whenever I have time. And I mean, obviously, I make sure to make my, you know, my cutoffs and deadlines. Like, I take it seriously because it's school.
Sure, you have to, yeah.
But it's so flexible. So I can do school at, like, say I finish my job at 9 p.m., then I can just go home, do school for a couple hours, and go to the next day. So it's so flexible. It just makes life so fun.
And the big awards happening this weekend in Toronto. You're just about to jet off. Have you decided what you're going to wear?
No.
No. You know what? This girl will look good in a paper bag. You're unbelievable.
Oh,
we're all very proud of you here in Calgary. So congratulations to you.
Thank you so much.
And your mom, who's over there. Super
she's
mom.
So cute, isn't she?
So you can catch Charlie in Some Assembly Required on YTV. And your award is coming up in a couple of days. So let us know what's going on, okay?
Thank you for having me.
And please come back.
I will. Thank you.